Hey y'all, it's me Iris. Thought I'd just restart it because, yeah, it was just the smart thing to do. I didn't even need to intro that. I could have just said, hey guys, it's me Iris, and then went into it, but you know what? We're learning as a YouTuber. How are you guys doing? I love that you guys are back on my channel. Please subscribe because so far you're already liking me and I'm pretty lit. I came here to do a special request that I should have done a long time ago. And when I say I should have done a long time ago, I mean literally, like, this request was asked basically sometime last year. But I just remember noticing in the comments a little bit months later. This was when I was just becoming, like, it was very new to managing my YouTube. And, like, I guess I was going through a mindset where I didn't really expect people to comment. So, like, I remember when I finally found the little section to be able to find the comments inside my YouTube studio, that scream was my sibling, and this is what happens when I film at home. I remember when I was leaving my boyfriend's house, I was like, oh god, like, this means I'm gonna be going home with his kids, and they're my family, and I love my family. Well, like, yeah. I remember, anyways, this was a long time requested vlog, so here it is. Now, I'm telling you this, I don't really know how to be able to give you well, it's a definition vlog, as you already know. Because every once in a while I like to define words, so in this case, I got a special request for the word love. But the thing is that, like, obviously this is a little bit of an undefined word, right? We got a lot of variables to it, so I think really I have the drift of what this person was requesting, since, I'm starting to be very in tune with the people who support me. I believe they wanted to know, hypothetically, what love means to me, and on top of that, I will still give you an actual definition of love. That is the Oxford Dictionary version. I'll be honest, I'll have to actually look it up because maybe that could have helped me with a lot of dating things in the future. In the past, like, maybe it would have helped me hold my ground better if I had been like, I don't know, but there's another thing too. I didn't really think there would be, like, an actual definition for love, but when it was requested, I was like, oh yeah. That's true. Maybe there's a whole definition for the word love. Anyways, let's get into it. So, with that said, okay, so quickly looked it up real quick so I can actually give you guys the actual definition of love. So, the definition of love is to have the desire of affection or a sexual desire for a person. I mean, I'm glad that the sexual desire part was the second part of the definition, because it's like, you really don't need love to have sex with anyone. That's the saddest part now, so if anything, that's probably not going to help. Sorry, I'm in my backyard, so there's mosquitoes. I miss my tripod. I miss my tripod. Anyways, you don't really need any actual, like, you don't need, what's the word, love to be able to have sex with someone. Like, we've seen this many times. We've seen this many times, especially if you're someone who is sexually active. You damn well know you've had someone try to finesse you into a whole relationship just to get it. And then there's some people who've literally left after they got it. And I mean, this is for girls or guys, so I'm not really just, like, rooting out for just one side over here. Like, we've all been used, or we've been blessed, which there are some people out here, and I don't see them often, but there are some people out here who end up in really happy relationships that nobody ever does anything wrong to each other. It's great. These are the ones I used to see before I started dating, and then, like, people tried to hurt me sometimes, and then, like, my law of attraction started seeing a lot of people who do be nice to each other and do not, like, be nice to each other. So it's like, it is what it is. But yeah, there are some people out there who just meet each other from young, and they're school sweethearts, and they're really loyal to each other, and they're really good to each other, and they stay with each other, and they give each other the right amount of mutual affection and mutual consideration, mutual mindfulness. So people out there do exist. So if you really do feel like you want that type of relationship, stand your ground, because whether or not you find that in the next 5 years, 10 years, or 40 years, it's out there. Those people actually do exist. And maybe if you're someone who seeks not even having the patience for anyone's games, then you're more fit to start dating at a really high-standing, mature age. But if we're going to go into my definitions of love so that I can be able to, I guess give a more broad response, I think love really comes from within. And I know that we all kind of have that, like, oh yeah, you can't really love anyone unless you love yourself, but I'm being serious. Like, I really don't think it comes from anywhere else. Number one, I've seen people fall in love because someone was like them. I've seen someone fall in love because inside they love to be like complimented, and they loved like being the center of attention. Then they meet someone who gives them the center of attention and will do anything for them, and they fall in love even if the person's garbage. Like, I've seen that too. I've seen people like have good partners. I'm so sorry, guys. It's this outside thing. Okay, see, this is why quarantine is actually kind of well for me. But yeah, I've seen a lot of walks under the sun. Yeah, that's my definition of love. For me, okay, my borderlines and boundaries. What would I really, I want someone to be good to me. I want someone to be kind to me. I want someone to be loyal to me. I want someone to be respectful to me. I mean, that's really just something that comes from within. Again, if you don't love yourself and you're someone who, oh, I love myself, but like you do things that you don't feel are good for yourself, and you're consistently not feeling confident about the things that you're doing, whether or not that's my truth or not, I mean, whether or not I see that or not, or whether or not I'm calling you on that, or whether or not you assume that or not, or maybe you're not even at the point where you reach that, but you're doing these things where they're not the most beneficial to you, but you still feel like you love yourself, and you haven't reached that point where you identified it as lack of love. Well, love really does come from within. So until you reach that point of love, like, you're not really gonna have those demands to be able to put down your foot when you have your borderlines and boundaries needing to be met. I think the love for oneself is so much more important than falling in love. I think the love for oneself is what's missing right now in this world. I don't think it's anything else. Like, we got a whole lot of people trying to fall in love. We got a whole lot of people trying to fall in love, a whole lot of people trying to love each other without no real commitment, real anything like that. But I don't see a lot of people really trying to love themselves without yeah, I don't really see many people trying to really love themselves. And within my own inner circle, there's always some people always felt like about themselves that didn't make them feel as strongly about themselves. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't have moments of insecurity, but it's like, it's more like when it comes to having to be engaging with other people. I mean, I've always had a very good, confident mindset about who I am, and then I remember early stages in school, people trying to really bully me, and like, then I just became a miserable person. But I mean, I didn't really dislike myself. Like, I loved myself. And that's what it was. I loved myself so much that I was willing to like hang out with some people that were questionable because they were willing to accept me, until I became very lack of caring for myself because of it. And then I almost forgot the love for myself. So I refound it. I feel good. But yes, that's just what I think about love personally. I don't think you are going to find any other place to be able to find some true love that isn't from within you in the first place. I mean, even mama's love feel good. Mama's love feel good. Mama's the closest to love that you're going to get that's true and real, okay? I'm not kidding. Another thing about love too is if someone doesn't try to love you with the same exemplar as your parents, no, I didn't say they have to be your parents. I didn't say they have to look like your parents. I didn't say anything like that. If they don't have the same amount of passion to see you do good as your parents do, they ain't the one. They're not the one, okay? They're not the one, okay? They're not the one. So that's my bit of advice on love. Like, if you want me to go into a specific detail, please comment below. Please like, subscribe, share. I really appreciate everyone who keeps following me. I love you guys all. I really do. I don't really need much of a reason to love people, and that's why I was someone who was constantly used growing up. But like, guess what? I learned to sorry, I was actually doing that because I cut my whole face out. But I just learned to really love myself either way. I feel like I'm repeating myself because it's true. Love yourself. Just love yourself, and that's just it. That's love. Love is the love that you have for yourself, that you can be able to emit to the world, and beyond any lack of love that you can receive, to be able to adapt within that situation and still display love for you and the environment. That's love. You guys have a great day. Subscribe, like, share, subscribe.